So
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is especially like when you're cutting when you're cutting body fat and gaining muscle, the biggest thing is there's going to be days where you run out of glycogen quicker than other days. Like you'll go in the gym and maybe you'll bang out like one exercise, two exercises, and then that third or fourth exercise, you'll notice the pump starts to decrease, and that's because you've burned up all your glycogen. And I kind of find like once you run out of the glycogen in a workout, it's almost like the workout's, kind of pointless. Yo, Teo, what's up?
What's going on, boss? My bad. I was in another meeting.
No, you good.
it's all good.
We were just talking about we're just talking about the workouts.
Okay.
How are you liking the workouts so far? I'm sure. I mean, you and Stormy's workouts are a little bit different, but are they going good so far?
Yeah, so I actually haven't even used it yet. I've been traveling and kind of getting some things situated with the business. We had like some crazy stuff happen in a good way. But today I'm back
No
in.
workouts?
Come again?
No workouts yet?
Not towards using. So I work out regularly, but not using like the workout plan. And so, yeah, the last couple of days we had like a lot of crazy stuff happen. And so just kind of working on the business. But today I'm back in the gym around 5. So 5 to 6:30, I have a trainer that I work with, and it's we go like 4 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get up to like 5, 6, hopefully. And have you hit the grocery store yet or no?
Yeah, so I got everything. I actually cooked like the ground beef, and like eggs this morning. Cooked like some sweet potatoes. I ate a little bit of it, but I needed to cook the sweet potatoes. I just
Mhm.
finished it, so yeah, I'm gonna eat that when I get it. Literally, just need a second to eat. Been working.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like you could just throw the sweet potatoes in the oven. Like you don't even have to do anything to them. And then like for like 45 minutes at like maybe 375, 400 degrees. And then maybe when there's like 20 minutes left, that's when you start cooking up the ground beef and eggs. So it's timed perfectly to like potatoes are done and the beef and eggs are done in like 20, 15 minutes. And then you just kind of, you can just scoop out the inside of the potato and just dump it on the ground beef and the eggs and just mix it all together. It's pretty fire with some
Okay.
salt.
Yeah, I got the sweet potato. It's like purple, and it's like inside. It's like soft. I never had like the purple ones.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I'm gonna just scoop it up, put it in a bowl, ground beef, eggs, mix it up.
Yeah, that's literally perfect.
Yeah, I already have it cooked. I just finished cooking while I was working
Mhm.
the sweet potatoes.
How
Mhm.
are you guys with the steps? I think that's the when it comes to because you both are trying to shred down and build muscle at the same time. I think the biggest thing is gonna be the steps. Dom and I say like at least 10,000, but when you're really trying to get shredded, that 15, 20,000. But of course, the biggest thing is time. You don't want to be wasting an hour and a half, 2 hours a day just walking and, being pointless. So how are you guys kind of with the steps right now?
Yeah, so I'll be honest. I'm straight up like I need to definitely get on it. I do have like a walking, like standing desk.
Mhm.
So even right now, I really should be on there. But I'm actually sitting and talking to someone right now. But anyways, that's something. It's just like a habit thing I need to adjust and just be held accountable for it. Same thing with nutrition.
How
But
is your morning routine kind of laid out right now? Do you walk in the morning or do you kind of just wake up and get to work right away?
yeah, so Dom told me like first thing, definitely should walk outside. Um, but I've been literally waking up and doing work for
Yeah,
so.
you gotta walk. I'm telling you, it's a game changer, like with the mental clarity and stuff. Maybe I don't know if you could go to sleep early and wake up earlier, but I think at least 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes is a game changer for like lower stress, lower brain fog, and more focus for sure.
Yeah, that's something I was like thinking about. It's really just I got to change my habits, like going to sleep early, waking up earlier, and then like that way I'm not feeling like rushed to like wake up and do work because I'm already ahead of
Mhm.
the game. And
Hey,
so
Stormy, how's the steps for you and the sleep as
Getting
well?
I'm getting like a last week I averaged at like a 6,500 steps a day,
Oh yeah, we need more than that.
and then yeah, I need to get the closer to 10K. It definitely does feel like I'm walking for a while, but
Yeah, 6,500. Like even we have this lap around our neighborhood, and 3 laps is only like 3 laps will take us like 30, 40 minutes, but it's only for 3,500, 4,000 steps.
Mhm.
I think what Teo said is if you have a standing desk, you can do work while trying to get like it even adds up if you do 2 sessions where you do 1,000, 2,000 steps while you're doing work. That makes a huge difference. And then also after meals, just going for like a 15-minute walk. That's the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing is just not trying to do it in one go, but really breaking it up into segments because it kind of one, I think the mental clarity aspect of, oh, you eat a meal and then you go for a walk and then you get back to work. is a big thing. And then it kind of just makes it easier to hit your goals when you do like, 1 plus 2 plus 3 as opposed to just, trying to get it all in one go. But the steps is the biggest thing for getting shredded. I notice when Dom and I will do like, a 15, 20K step day, it's like, it's noticeable when you look in the mirror and you're like, oh shit, I'm looking way more shredded.
Yeah, definitely. And it definitely resets the mental clarity too. Like if you've been like staring at a screen or talking to people for like hours straight, like it's pretty nice to like not look at my phone, not listen to music, not be stimulated, and you can kind of just look around in nature. Like it definitely helps a shit ton, to like reset the mental focus and everything.
I went on a 20-minute walk today before work. I've been doing that for a while anyway, so I just need to
Do you walk shirtless?
I started doing it now.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Walking shirtless, like you just get blasted by the sun, and I think it just makes you feel better as well. Even when I wake up in the morning, my cortisol feels really high. I just go out there and I get the sun on the chest and back, and that automatically drops my cortisol. And getting the sun in the eyes as well, that's a big thing. Like, I don't know if you guys wake up and you look at your phone right away, but I would definitely try to avoid that, because I notice like when I wake up and try to turn off my alarm, like I don't know, it's just it's a whole mental. I think the mentality side of things really affects the productivity side of things. So when you mess with, looking at your phone and spiking your cortisol right away with stimulating your mind, it kind of can mess with you later in the day. Like when I wake up, especially, if Dom and I wake up and we have calls in the morning and we have to drink coffee right away, we notice the cortisol is a lot higher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told Tyler about the coffee rule, and then the sunlight in your eyes. Like there's studies for both where like you shouldn't have caffeine within 90 minutes of waking up, and then you need like sunlight like in your eyes. Like through a window doesn't count. Like the windows like block the UV lights. Like even though you can see the light, it blocks it from actually entering your eyes. So there's like something there. There's studies with both of those that it actually is real. So waiting for the coffee, getting hydrated in the morning. I would slam a bunch of water. I don't know. Are you guys drinking spring water or tap water? What do you?
I mean, you don't drink coffee, right?
A little bit. I got one right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do the butter in it, or?
I tried it earlier. It was okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of an adjusting thing. I think once you do it a couple times, I think the first time I tried the butter, it was like, oh, it's a little weird taste, but like you'll start to do it and you'll be like, oh, it's kind of tastes good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the water I'm drinking, it's the big 5-gallon ones that comes in the thick plastic. It's the Spring Zephyr Hills water.
Yeah, it's spring water. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think the thick plastic is better than like the little thin microplastic ones, so that's pretty good.
I got the reverse osmosis machine, and then like Saratoga water?
Yeah.
I got like 3 packs of those, and so I bought it today, so it should be here like I think tomorrow.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I think if you're not sweating as much, you can get away with the reverse osmosis more. But I noticed like when I'm in Florida, like I'm sweating every time I go for a walk. Like you definitely need more electrolytes. But I think you should be good with like eating, hydrating fruits with the potassium, and then if you're getting in the other electrolytes from, the food and the salt, you should be good with drinking reverse osmosis. So that's good. I would definitely. I don't know if you got that vitamin D3, but in Maryland, it's definitely you're probably not getting any vitamin D. So I would definitely supplement that. That's like the only one. Because like. As I told you, people with more melanin, they need like way more time under the sun to get enough vitamin D.
Yeah, I'd probably supplement like 5,000 to 10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sent him the one that we used to use a lot. I don't even know what that brand is.
Nature-wise, I think, but it should be 5,000. I don't know if there's 2,000 on the one I sent you or 5,000, but there's one from that brand that's like $15 for like a shit ton of it. So it's the best deal.
Yeah, see this one right here. I don't know if this is good. Just posted it in the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean for 360 pills, it's 5,000 each. Like that's gonna last you a while too. So
yeah, the biggest thing is you just want to make sure you eat it with a high fat meal, because vitamin D is fat soluble, so it won't get absorbed unless it's with fat. So just eat it with take it with your first meal, like 1 to 2 pills, and you'll notice a big difference in the testosterone for sure. Because everyone needs to get the vitamin D in.
Gotcha.
What do you think? What do you guys think has been like the biggest struggle so far since joining the program? Because you guys have been in the program for only like a week and a half. So what do you think has been like the biggest struggle? Just getting the steps, or has other things kind of been hard?
I would say at the core, it's just like the habits, the steps for sure. But the biggest thing for me is like nutrition. That's like the reason why I wanted to tap in. And so I knew when I got back home, I can kind of be like in my element. And so I can actually like really just lock in on the habits. So I got the groceries. The biggest thing is just really getting into the habits of like trying to hit like 20K steps. So just working while walking. That's the biggest challenge for me.
What was your diet kind of like before you joined? Were you kind of just everywhere with like eating out and eat food like that, or?
I was a little mindful. Just try to be more mindful of like protein. I was doing like protein bars and shakes and stuff like that. But Don would tell me it's like nah, processed. So really just trying to eat a lot more. And I've been doing it a lot more too. Just when I go out, steaks, no seed oils, just butter, stuff like that. So just dialing it in more. Yeah, just dialing it in more and just making sure I'm eating just good stuff.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the consciousness of what you like. You know, you go to a restaurant and stuff, you might not, a lot of people, they don't even know about like seed oils and a bunch of, you know, processed food and stuff. So if you go out, the biggest thing, like you said, is just, you know, avoiding the seed oils, eating the steak, eating the potatoes, stuff that's actually gonna, you know, keep you dialed in. Because Dom and I, we go out, you know, we go out to restaurants probably like 2-3 times a week, but we kind of have in mind like what we want to eat. You know, we always try to get like a massive steak, potatoes, you know, beef tartare and stuff like that. And that's really what just keeps us locked in, is just being conscious of what you know, and just going to the right restaurants too, I think is a big thing. Kind of checking, you know, on Saturday, we were just driving around and we were just pulling up restaurants, pulling up the menus, being like, okay, they have this, they have this, they have this. Let's just go here. That's kind of the biggest thing, because, you know, you don't want to be limited just, you know, cooking all your meals at home, because that's kind of ass at the end of the day. Just, I mean, unless you're 100% dialed in. I mean, we were doing that for a while, but now, like, if you want to go out to restaurants and stuff, it's good. You just got to make sure you're mindful of what you're eating specifically.
Yeah, just look up the menu, especially if you're meeting someone. Like I have a lot of clients who are like, "Oh, my one friend took us to this restaurant. I didn't look it up, and then I got there. There's nothing good there, and I just ate some bullshit." It's like you got to really be like, "Okay, I'm not going here. I'm planning it out." And you should take initiative, because I'm sure if you're meeting someone, you just be like, "Oh yeah, let's go here instead," and they'll be like, "Fine with it." But if you get there, you already sit down, then it's like if you start complaining, they'll be like, "Oh, why is this guy complaining?" Like just plan it out in advance and really, you know, triple check that there's some steak and potatoes. But like it is hard because like, you know, they have like, oh, veggies there, but like if it's some, you know, vegetables soaked in seed oils cooked on the grill, like that's gonna be like terrible for you. So it is kind of deceiving with a lot of these like health foods that they have. But I mean, the baked potato and the steak are usually what we get like every time. Like me and then steak tartare is probably like the three things we always get. So
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say the restaurants is a tough one. I was when me and my girl went out on, it was like Saturday, we like planned for a little bit to try to find something that was good, and it was like, it's just hard to, you know, eat out and be clean.
Yeah. Where did you guys go?
I forgot the name of it. I think it was like Fleming or something. It was some kind of steakhouse. And
Oh, I've heard of. Yeah,
Fleming's? Is that what it is?
I think Fleming or something similar. It was kind of like an Applebee's, but like a little bit nicer. And yeah, I just got like steak and sweet potato fries. But it didn't seem like it was like that greasy.
What is sweet potato fry? How are they cooked?
I don't know, they probably fried it, but it didn't seem that greasy.
Yeah, you just got to be careful, because they just. I'd say you always. I mean, the fries. There are restaurants that cook fries in tallow, but it's very, very rare. So the best option is probably just getting. The best option is probably just getting. Actual sweet potato or a baked potato.
Yeah.
Because you probably just ate seed oils, and the problem with that is you know, if you eat seed oils, it just stays in your system for 14 days, so that can be messing with your metabolism, you know, today, tomorrow, next
I'm
week.
trying to get like a mashed potato or like a sweet potato, or no, like just a regular potato instead of the fries.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing when it comes to restaurants is you want to make sure there's nothing that can be like tampered with. You know, when you get like even mashed potatoes, like we go to Fogo de Chao, and their mashed potatoes, it has milk, it has seed oils and stuff, and you wouldn't even think of that, because you look at it, it's like, oh, it looks like mashed potatoes, but then we asked for the whole like nutrition menu one time, and we looked at like all the things. Oh, it has milk, it has seed oils, so you just want to make sure like, oh, it can't be tampered with. That's why like steak, you just ask oh, make sure it's cooked in butter, and then potato, like, oh, I don't want, a loaded potato. I just want a potato with butter.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, just making sure that it's not tampered with, because a lot of the times they can kind of, to the eye, it can be deceiving, sweet potato fries, like, oh, it's sweet potato fries, it's sweet potato, but then, there's
Yeah.
a very thin layer of canola oil, which you don't even know how they cooked it in the back. So that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's pretty deceiving. Like, I remember at Longhorn, they'll put like, oh yeah, the outside of the baked potato has oil on it, but it's just a baked potato, so we just eat the inside of it. It's like these little things that can add up for sure. And like the sweet potato didn't have seed oils on it, but the baked potato did. So yeah, just definitely triple check. But if you have a spot near your crib that you go regularly, like once you ask the first time, you can kind of get the same stuff over and over, and it's like easier.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just have like these places in mind that are around the area, and we just go to them like every single time. We don't really try new places. I mean, we do, but we kind of like do the research, kind of like we talked about. But just finding like usual places that you can go to, I think, is good.
Okay.
And the biggest thing is the environment, like Stormy, like you said, with your girlfriend and stuff. She probably wanted to go to that restaurant and stuff. So you just gotta be mindful, because the environment, your friends, your girlfriend, they can kind of influence you to kind of fall off track. So it's the biggest thing.
Yeah. What else do you feel like you guys are struggling with or need like to optimize more?
I'd say more so, I guess just getting, about 4,000 more steps so I can reach the 10,000 a day. And then I'd say maybe my habits, like just being on the phone like too late or too early. Just gotta, I'm getting better at doing it for less time, but I just, put out all the way.
Yeah.
I think too late isn't as bad as too early, in my opinion. I think if you're on your phone late at night, as long as, I mean, it's obviously stimulation might make it a little harder to fall asleep. Which how is your guys' sleep right now? Is it good or?
I haven't been tracking it to a T, but it's about around 8 hours each night, give or take. And then I fall asleep like really quick. Even if I have my phone on my face, I'll fall asleep.
The biggest thing is just having the blue light.
You guys gotta cut the glasses. I don't know, Ty, did you get those glasses or no? Not yet.
Yeah. I'm about to get
mine a day ago.
They're on the implementation guide. They're like blue light glasses. You said, was your sleep good or no?
So mine's is trash, but I mean, I can sleep pretty quickly too.
What makes your sleep trash? You like wake up in the middle of the night?
No, it's like it's just not consistent. Like yesterday, I went to sleep like around 1:30. Sometimes it's like any time between like 11:30 to like 1:30.
Do you put everything on your Google Calendar, like everything, or just like the meetings, and then you have like spaces where you're not doing shit on the calendar?
Yeah, so I have some spaces where I'm not doing, but I'm pretty busy all the time. And then I do have sleep, but it's like I have like just have shit going on. It's really just prioritizing it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're working all day, I'd say it's worth it if you're working on the business up late at night. But like, I don't know if you're scrolling or wasting any time. But if there's time wasting, maybe just really try to make sure you're not wasting any time. Maybe you're not, but if you are, then I would really try to cut it out and then just try to get to bed a little bit earlier and knock out that work earlier in the day if you could.
Yeah, honestly, like it's barely time that I'm like bullshitting. Like literally all my time is just has someone agreeing with me. But literally all my time is just used on like work. Like I work like averagely 10-12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's just like active work. So it's like, but now I'm trying to learn how to like balance different areas of my life, like nutrition, relationships. So it's an adjustment, and it's really just a habit thing. So yeah, I'm willing to put in the work. I just know it's going to take some time.
Yeah, I think just making the little adjustments and not overwhelming yourself. But I think starting with the sleep, the steps, the diet, that's the first step, and then you're already hitting the gym.
Yeah, but, I was gonna ask Stormy, you want to do like a challenge, like a
step challenge?
Can we do more steps?
Like whoever hits like at least minimum 10K, or like I'll text you, hey, I'm finished, and then like let's just say I win like 4 days out the week, or you win 4 days out the week. Whoever loses got to pay for lunch, like got to pay for like dinner for you and your girl, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Just do like whoever gets more total throughout the week. Like you track it on your Apple Health app on your phone. Like whoever.
Yeah, I think that's the best way, just to who can get the highest average. I think that's a good way, having the competition too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do that. So you can buy me some lunch sometime.
I'm not gonna. So I'm really competitive. So I know that's gonna help for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Tao, how many days a week are you going to be able to hit the gym like this week, you think?
How many days should I go?
You can go at least 5. I think 5 is definitely a sweet spot. I would definitely make it, time for an hour. I don't know if you're gonna go with the trainer 4 days a week, but you got the workouts on the app. I created you a split, so I guess
Yeah.
depending on what you hit with the trainer, you could definitely hit an extra something with what's on the app. And even if you want to dial back with the trainer, it's up to you. Obviously, like if you like the trainer and you can push yourself. But I mean, I think learning to do it on your own with the workouts in the app, like you could literally push yourself just as hard. Obviously, so it's up to you. I don't want to tell you like cut off the other trainer, but like if you do these workouts I give you, I mean, you're gonna be good if you can push yourself and do the form right. So
the biggest thing is, I mean, we kind of talked about it before we joined, is the going to failure part. Like, make sure your trainer's just pushing you to failure and optimizing for the range of motion. Because if you're doing those two things and the diet and steps are locked in, you're going to see crazy results. But the failure is the biggest thing. Like, if you're not training to failure, you're not really stimulating the muscle as much as you should be. So that going to failure is the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think with my trainer, he's like a little bit crazy. So
Okay, that's good.
that's not a problem at all. Like it's actually insane. I have to be careful because days where it's like he pushes me too hard, it's like I literally cannot move the next day. Like it fucking hurts like crazy. So
That's why the nutrition, and I think you can push yourself really hard in the gym if your nutrition and your sleep are dialed in. Like there will be days like the other day I played basketball for 2 or an hour and a half, and then I lifted for an hour after, and my body was chilling because that day I had like 2.5 pounds of red meat and 10 eggs. So I think if your diet's really dialed in and your sleep's dialed in, then you'll recover good. But that's where all the gains are made, in the nutrition and the sleep.
that makes sense because recovery.
Yeah, and like if you wanted to train more, then you would have to eat more. That's the thing. Like giving you a set plan. Like if you could do a ton of steps and walk, and then you do an extra gym, like you're gonna have to eat more food. So it's like if you do less walking, you should eat less food, more walking, more food. So that's why the best combo is lots of exercise with lots of food at the same time. It's definitely the best.
So that just means like you grow faster if you're eating more and then work out more, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there is like a threshold for overtraining, but I think that's if you're going like multiple. I mean, there was a point in our life when we were training like 7 times a week, but we were eating a lot, so we were still seeing gains. I think as long as you're not going like more than one time, or training more than one time a day, and then you're making sure you're getting your sleep, you'll be fine.
Cool. Yeah. So I like steak, so get ready, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to pay for some sweet potato fries.
Oh yeah. Gotta get like a tomahawk or something. Run his pockets.
Pay for the program, now you're paying for steaks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What else, guys? Anything else?
Did Greg reach out? I'm not sure.
He didn't respond. No, he didn't say anything.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow up. Typically, it's weird because he asked me. He was like, yeah, put him on. I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. And so I'll reach out and see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, if we get him in the calls too, I mean, that'd be awesome. Like if you guys are all pushing each other, like we have that group chat. I mean, I would definitely, we could post progress pics, meals, like definitely, text us as much as possible. But I mean, get the most out of this, and don't feel like you're bugging us if you're. I know you guys are busy, obviously, but the more you're texting us, the better. Honestly, I want you guys to be locked in as much as possible. So.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'll keep you updated. Just in terms of like gym nutrition. I took the pictures of my meals today. I'm trying to figure out. So uploaded on the app, correct?
Yeah, on the calendar, if you click on the day, it'll be an option like you can log the progress photos, the weigh-ins, and then like the picture of the meal. You don't have to do like MyFitnessPal or anything.
I always tell them to just do the rocket ship tab and then the blue plus the bottom right and then meal. If you do that, it's pretty simple.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. Yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Cool.
You guys have any other questions?
What do y'all think about like on holidays, if I were to have like on Thanksgiving or Christmas, like a cheat day for that? Because like I can't really control that much.
I say cheat days, in my eyes, cheat days are fine if it's just more food of clean food. But then when you kind of go into the, I guess Thanksgiving and stuff, a lot of people like to eat like pies and
There's like clean desserts though. You can make like a raw milk milkshake, or make raw ice cream, or like you can make those pancakes that's like eggs and bananas, and you put like tons of like 100% maple syrup on it. Like you could.
The biggest thing is staying clean.
Yeah, if you stay clean, like I think the longer you're on this diet, you're gonna feel like processed food is gross. Like if I eat processed food one time, I like blow up the toilet, I start ripping ass, I get like acne on my face like instantly. So like the more you're on this, the processed food will be like gross to you because
Okay.
you know every bite of this steak and eggs that you're eating, it's going right to muscle. When you eat processed food, it's going right to your belly or your man tits. Like it feels way more satisfying when you're eating like, oh, cheat meal, I'm gonna go get a massive $100 ribeye and eat more potatoes with extra butter. Like that's all just gonna boost your test, and even if it's a little bit more calories, like it's gonna make you more jacked. So I would say there's definitely plenty of like desserts you can make that are like animal based that are pretty fire in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's like things like Thanksgiving. I'll be with my family and stuff, and I'll eat like a bunch of turkey. I'll eat a bunch of mashed potatoes, put a bunch of butter, stuff like that. But I'm always thinking of like, how can I keep it clean?
Okay.
That's the biggest thing.
Clean conscious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys won't even crave processed food. Like, if I eat cake, I'm gonna feel like I have to pass out and lay down, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna see as many gains. Like, you want to put the most quality food in the gas tank. You don't want to mix, half regular fuel with half premium in the Ferrari gas tank. We want all premium, but if you want to put a little bit more, a little bit less, it's better to put the premium than like half, unleaded or regular. In the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing I'm not really getting sleepy after these meals, after cooking the new stuff. So.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest thing. You don't want to feel tired after you eat. I mean, and I think that's why walking is good after too. Maybe you eat the meal and then 10 minutes after you eat, you go for a walk. It's like almost a rejuvenation of your energy.
Yeah, even if I eat like a bunch of rice or potatoes before like the gym, I feel like even those carbs aren't making me sleepy. I guess because they're cleaner or something.
Yeah, as long as you're not overdoing it. I think if you eat too many carbs, then it can. Especially, I think making sure you're eating meals, but they're not too big of meals, because if you eat too big of meals, then it takes your stomach a lot longer to digest, and that's kind of what can wipe you of energy is when you eat big meals. But aside from that, yeah, like even the carbs, the potatoes, the rice, like they won't make you crash as long as you're eating the protein with it too.
Yeah, it seems like I'm getting I'm trying to get my for my weight it's like 200 to 220 grams of protein, and it seems like I'm usually just going a little over 200 each day, and then
that's good.
Yeah, it seems like I'm getting most of it out of like 2 meals, and then the third meal I don't really cook quite as much protein.
Yeah, no, the meals are dialed in. I think the only thing we should change is just from the avocado to a little more eggs, and that's
because it's too much fat, I guess, since I'm trying to shred a little bit. Or
yeah, because the avocado, like recently I haven't been eating many avocados. We'll have like an avocado maybe like once every 2 weeks. I mean, we've had like one avocado very rarely, but I think when you're cutting, the biggest thing is just being very minuscule with the avocados and the raw milk, because I know you got some raw milk too. Mm-hmm. So like I kind of think of it, the raw milk as like supplementation. Like doing a cup a day is good, but anything more, like people kind of just drink the raw milk for pleasure and stuff, and that's when it can kind of make you bulk.
Yeah, the beef and eggs are going to be more bang for buck if we're putting the most quality, food in the gas tank. Beef and eggs are going to be the king, and then like avocados, the nutrients for calorie ratios, like like they're high calorie, but there's less nutrients basically and less protein. So it's going to be better just to get the beef and eggs. I say like once you hit the protein goal, then you can kind of throw an extra, a little bit extra low calorie fruits like berries maybe, but you should be feeling full all day from the beef and the eggs ideally.
Yeah.
So
just to be honest, like my weakness is like liquor. Like I'm not like an alcoholic, but like just like social pleasures. But like if we're like if it's like, hey, don't drink it at all, like I can definitely commit to it. Mm-hmm. But just want to see your thoughts around, like I know like tequila is more healthier than like dark liquor and stuff like that. But if it's like, hey, no, it's going to kill your gains, yeah, definitely take it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to kill the gains. Like if you're trying to fast track to getting shredded, I would say none at all. Like okay. I know it's a sacrifice, but I think when you're feeling amazing, looking amazing, it's going to be 1,000% worth it. And like once you're shredded, I would say, I mean, I never drink, but I'd say let's get shredded first before we talk about that. And then, maybe but I mean, I don't even think you're going to crave it that much. Like the less you do it, obviously the less you're going to crave it. But if you're having it once a week, it's gonna be like, oh, I want to do it more. And then maybe one day you slip up and like, oh, I had 5 drinks. And it's like,
and it's mainly environment. Like,
yeah, I was about to say that it's the environment. Like,
yeah, you just need to make sure you're putting yourself in the right environment.
Yeah. I don't really crave it. It's just like, and I don't really go out too much. Recently a little bit, but typically I just lock in. But it's really just environment. So it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna be locked in before I go to the gym on the weekends.
Yeah, and if you're going out to like a bar, I don't know if you're going to a bar or club or restaurant, but like, those drinks are gonna be like $20. Like, you might as well just go get a nice ass steak with massive steak that's like $100 or something instead of just spending that on the alcohol. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just hang out with your family and friends, whoever you're with, like, and go to a nice ass restaurant and chill there for a while.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty good time in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna add up. I know this is the beginning. The beginning is the hardest part because it's new and it's a change and like you haven't seen insane gains yet. But like if you are actually fully strict for like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's gonna add up quick and you'll be like, damn, it's working. So this is
it's the
obviously the
compound
hardest.
effect.
Yeah, compound effect, 1000%.
I'm gonna like it more when you see the results too. It's gonna be addicting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
1000%. That's why the beginning we got to be really strict and the more questions you have, the better. If you're unsure or you're not feeling it, let's dial it in to make sure it's perfect.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'm excited.
With the rice, is it enough just to get rice as one ingredient, or does it have to like be all the way organic on the label, I guess?
I would say try to get organic rice just because I don't know. I don't think rice is really sprayed with glyphosate or any pesticides, but I think it's good to just make sure it's organic. Also, make sure like the rice that you've been getting the risotto rice, right?
I've been getting like a white rice. I got one box of risotto, but it's a little bit harder to find that one.
Yeah, I just say make sure the white rice that you're getting, make sure there's just no folic acid. If they add folic acid, that's when it really spikes your blood sugar, and that's when you can crash. So make sure there's no folic acid, and it's just like one ingredient rice. I'd say
I use the one ingredient.
yeah, jasmine rice is probably my second option, but number one
Bag
would
of
be
that. Yeah.
the risotto rice. But those two are pretty solid.
Okay, and then
What's the rice called?
Risotto.
Risotto rice.
I can
Yeah, I can send you a screenshot of what it looks like. Let me see.
I just typed out stuff, but it's like an Italian rice. It's a lot more. I think it affects the blood sugar a lot less than like regular white rice. Like we used to spam like this white rice that was the minute rice. We used to spam minute rice, and I think that spikes your blood sugar a lot more than risotto rice. And the more your blood sugar spike, the bigger your energy crash is going to be. So when you have protein and risotto rice, your blood sugar doesn't really get spiked at all.
Is it if I were to get the instant rice, the ones that go in the microwave for a minute, is that a big deal, or do I need to just stay tuned?
Yeah, especially like they kind of add cereals to that as well.
Okay.
So I think it's best to just try to cook up the rice if you can.
Okay.
That minute rice, and it's microplastics as well.
Well, you can microwave the one that's in the box. You can dump it in a glass bowl and then microwave it, which would be better, but it's still not as optimal.
I think avoiding the microwave as much, especially if you're at home, avoiding the microwave is definitely very.
Yeah.
I think microwave just kind of kills a lot of the things in the food, so I would try to stay away from the microwave.
Is the air fryer okay for like potatoes and stuff?
As long as there's no Teflon, and I wouldn't put tinfoil in it. And I would see if it's like Teflon in the middle. Like
Yeah, air fryer is pretty good though, especially for the potatoes. Yeah.
yeah.
All
Just
right.
don't eat the skin. If you just set them in there, don't cut up, just eat the insides. You should be chilling.
Yeah, even if there's Teflon, like if you don't eat the skins, I think you're fine. So just especially potatoes, try to avoid the skin because that's where a lot of the potatoes are on the dirty dozen, so it's sprayed a lot with pesticides, and the skin has a lot of oxalates which can disrupt your gut. So just try to avoid the skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. What other questions? Anything else major?
I'm good on mine.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can talk again next week. If you guys have, just keep us updated in the group chat. That's the biggest thing, so that we can make sure everything's going good. And you guys got to keep us updated on the steps. We got to see who gets more steps this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to be right on it.
Yeah. Maybe every night send your daily total in the group chat, and you can also throw the meals in the group chat too, as well. If you take a picture anyway for the app, throw it in the group chat just so we can see what's going on. If you have any questions, obviously ask away. But
are we tracking calories or macros or just pictures?
Just pictures. I have it all calculated for you if you just eat what I tell you to eat. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else major? Let's talk next week. I think I don't know if I can just reschedule it pretty easy, but yeah, same time next week, and then we can just change it up if we have to. Or
yeah, that works.
All right, sounds good.
All right, boys.
Appreciate you guys.
Good talking to you guys.
Likewise.
Yeah, good talking to you guys. See you next week.
See ya.
Likewise.
Peace.